Finally, we have been able to take our work clothes off and change our other clothes because this boat project starts to be ready. Past days and evenings we have been working very hard. We have been trying to finalize all the even small details before we start to use this, and this day has arrived. It's still summer, although some signs of autumn are already here, so this is taking the whole summer, or basically the whole year, to complete. But now, as said, we have completed the project. We can call this ready, finished, and now we can leave the construction site and start bolting. Starts like a dream, just like a year ago at that shipyard. As soon as you turn the key, it starts and runs smoothly. So we have never had any problems with the starting, so that's a sweet sound now. I really like the big spacious windows. We have 180-degree angle full view, and we are a bit higher than the previously it was built. So this feels a bit more, even a bigger boat than it is, because of this height and the large windows, which is nice. I like it. And of course the helm is quite spacious. We have a lot of room above the head, so this really feels comfortable. This is very stable boat. Well, a year ago when we drove it from the shipyard into the harbor, this is a little bit more heavier now. We can see it from the waterline. It sinks a bit more, not noticeable, but still when we were building this we were looking that we would always be straight, so it would not be front heavy or the back heavy, but it would be balanced. So still we can see that when driving this it's very nice, very smooth, very easy to handle. Let's see some interiors. So here is the helm, and we have three chairs, so quite comfortably you can have 3 or even 4 people here enjoying the scenery while traveling and sitting here. Quite spacious. Here we have the control and the metering panels, and inside we have some electrical fuse boxes, sun inverter, the solar inverter there. And also here we have a normal 230 volts AC power system. We have also 12 volts for the lights, but through the inverter we have also normal household electricity here. For example, the freezer and fridge works as a normal 230 volt AC powered appliance. It's very convenient. One thing also that is very convenient is how the charging is done. We have 2 solar panels, 400 watts approximately each. It's quite enough during the summer, but then in the spring and in autumn when there's no much sunlight here in Finland, also the engine, it has a twin alternator system. and we have a relay which enables the automatic charging while the engine is running. So with this boat you don't have to remember to turn the changeover switch when you come to the harbor or when you are not running the engine. Everything is automatic through the twin alternator relay here. Very simple to use. Just have to remember to take the boat key with you and then start the engine, and like in the car, normal car, everything electric wise is done automatically. Very simple to use. Here we have the freezer and fridge. Previously, like normally in the boats, we have quite small fridges, but we thought it's more convenient to have maybe a 1 week, 2 week boat trip, if you have a large fridge and a freezer. On this lake we have a lot of fish, so it's quite nice to go fishing trip to catch some salmon, trout, and then you can have fillets in the fridge or freezer as well. And to have ice cubes there and the drinks in the freezer and the fridge is always nice in a hot summer day. This is the kitchen, 2 stove gas burner and the sink and the faucet. And now we have the hot water heater in the engine room. We have the heat exchangers there, so we have a cold and hot water coming there. And here we have a small couch. Even a small couch table would be okay, quite much space here between. And why not some small kid can sleep over there. So let's see then the cabins in the back and in the front. So this is the back cabin. As you can see, my breathing is a little bit steaming. Shooting this video was a bit postponed for some reasons. So now it's a late autumn, so it's a bit brisk morning, a bit cold, but it doesn't matter. So back cabin. So we have beds on both sides. On this side the width is 1.2, 1.3 meters on widest, and here on the other side it's a 1 meter wide. And the length of this bed is 1.9 meters, so even a grown-up adults can sleep here easily. And depending, maybe a couple could sleep here and 1 person there, so 2 to 3 person can sleep here at the back. We have a lot of storage space here underneath the beds. We have totally 6 compartments here, a lot of space to store things, and we have individual light switches on both sides and also USB sockets here to charge the mobile devices. Here we have also a little bit storage space, and behind this panel here, this is mounted with a screw, so this can be opened, and behind it there is a septic tank, the rudder, and also here is a sauna's floor well, which is going then out. And on this lowest point, the sauna floor is here above me. Well, there's still space to sit down properly, and here you can even stand up. And this was the idea, that and this is not so cramped as a cave, but it's a bit more open and more air space here, and much easier access in and out from this back cabin. Oh, one more thing about this space here, when you are coming in and out from the back cabin. We wanted to leave this open and wide purposely. We didn't want to build any cabins or shelves here. So this is the exterior wall, and this interior finishing is just the similar or same what we have used elsewhere. We have so much storage space here. Underneath the beds, both sides, back and front, also kitchen cabinets, we have a lot of space there, and at the helm we also have storage space. So we will not run short of storage. So that's why we didn't want to build even shelves here. It would make this a bit more narrow looking, maybe. So maybe we leave it for the next user to decide whether he needs more space to store things or not. For ourselves, we were thinking maybe just to put some decorative items here, perhaps on the wall or mounted on this wooden space here. But anyway, yeah, the storage space will not run short here. No, miltä se teistä katsojilta näyttää? So this is the front cabin at the bow. So nice that this is ready now. It was a lot of work. No 90-degree angles really. Everything is curved, bent. It's a lot of work, hard work, but very happy that it's completed now. A lot of space here also, as mentioned, the storage space we have underneath the beds. The whole front here is basically the storage space. And you can sleep here, well, couple, very easily, very spacious. But depending on what kind of company you have or what kind of family you're traveling with, you can fit here, even 4 adults easily. Here in the front we have, or in the middle, we have the engine room, and we made a door here which can be removed completely then for the easy access, and we have locks here. It's sealed, it has the insulation, so it's very tight. No smell, no sound is coming through that door really. We have lights in 2 circuits here. One is for the front, or the other one, that one there, and also the other one is for the ceiling spotlights. And all lights, of course, LED lights, so it's very low consumption. We don't have much floor space here purposely because we thought that we're not gonna need it, rather make it as a storage space. We could have here even a small table or kind of this caravan type of folding table or turning table, but we didn't need reason for that for ourselves. But a lot of seating space here, just to hang around if needed. And here's the toilet. Let's see how it looks like. So this is how the toilet looks like. Wash basin, hot and cold water obviously, some decorative LED lights, and the sink is drained outside, inside of the toilet cabinet. An electric seat, and it pumps the waste into the septic tank that is in the back. So here you can see the floor. Because of this bow and the shape of it, there's no one level space that you can build the floor. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 different levels here. So you can imagine the measuring and cutting. So it's a lot of work to make this floor. But I think it's turned out pretty good. Also a small shelf here for some items if wanted or needed. And also normal height here, so you can stand straight here. Yeah, quite happy with the toilet. It's quite spacious. Sometimes these boat toilets are so tiny, so narrow, but here we thought that since we have the space here, we didn't really need it for anything else. We have enough space for beds here for sleeping, so why not make this a bit more comfortable. Here we have one more thing. This is the door or hatch, and here we have the battery for the solar system. The engine batteries are in the engine room, but this is for the solar system, which although will be also charged when the engine is running. Here we will still install a diesel heater. It used to be, here used to be a petrol heater, but now we have a new diesel heater with 5 or 6 kilowatts, and the exhaust pipe there already, you can see it there. So we have a shelf here and then diesel heater. We still have some storage space left here. So yes. Also, yeah, this stairs here. Don't remember where we got the idea. This is not traditional boat stairs, which are often like a quite like a straight, but this is the round shape here. So we thought that this looks a bit nicer and more decorative, and these are working fine. You don't have to like bend or reverse when you are getting into this this bow cabin. You can just come here straight. So yeah, so this is how it looks. Tell me what do you think.